Hello everybody, my name is Bloodbath169 and welcome to 2021 in review. Obviously this is the first time I show my face, so be nice. Maybe not what you were expecting, but oh well. I'm not here to please you with my face. Weird. Anyway, so this is kind of serves as a personal update video. Previously we were going to do a funny clip video from clips throughout the year. I decided against that, mostly because I've only got one day left in 2021 that I don't have a video for, and that will be this one. After that, of course, we'll resume series that we have going currently. Some of them, not all of them. This also lets you know what's going on with me, as well as what's going to be going on with the channel this year. We do, at this stage, we have 8 subscribers to the channel. I know 6 of them. But we did get 2 subscribers that I don't personally know, so hey, yippee for that. I'm glad you guys join us. I'm glad, and thank you. As far as some of the other details, we have a number of series that we did this year. We did, let's see if I can't pull this up real quick. We had a grand total of 9 series, excuse me. I thought it was 8, and it was actually 9. We had Roller Coaster Tycoon, which by far, I believe, is our most successful series, and I will be continuing that. I did get a new computer, and therefore, unfortunately, I'm going to have to download a code editor for Roller Coaster Tycoon that'll enable me to not have to replay all the way up to Aqua Park, which is the last scenario that we did. Apart from that, we did Sim Theme Park. We'll probably continue that one. Roller Coaster Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon, that'll be a series that, assuming that it maintains its popularity as far as views, that one will probably continue throughout all that series. Like I said, I think the very first video for that one, there's something to the effect, I think, of 60 or 80 scenarios across the first game and its 2 expansion packs, Corkscrew Follies and Loopy Landscapes. And I probably won't worry about the real parks, not that worried about them. But apart from that, really enjoy playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, and we may go on and play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. 2 was kind of lackluster to me. I wasn't that impressed with it, to be honest. But I do have access to Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and once we're finished with the deluxe edition, I know I always mark it as classic, and I addressed this in a couple of different, in one of our subscribers' comments, I believe. I notated it as classic. I know that Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic is a specific game on Steam. I mark it as classic, that way people can identify that this is the original Roller Coaster Tycoon, and once we shift up to Corkscrew Follies, I'll mark the videos appropriately. Same thing with Loopy Landscapes, that way you know which parks go with which version or which expansion pack. We did also do Sim Theme Park. That's been very popular also. Very much a nostalgia trip for me. From one of the first games I ever played, Roller Coaster Tycoon was the first game video game I ever played, really. And it's also where I learned how to manage money, funnily enough. Sim Theme Park, another nostalgia trip, very popular. We just started, I believe we had just started Wonderland, the Wonderland Park. So we'll finish that series out, and if I can get the quote-unquote sequel to that game, Sim Coaster, if I can get it to work on Windows 10, then we'll do that one too. Let's see, what other series did we do? We did Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. We do finish Assassin's Creed 2 before the end of the year. So, there's that. Very popular, also. More popular, I should say. And I personally just love and enjoy Assassin's Creed, so that one will also continue. But this year we'll probably get through Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Revelations, which are the next two. Excuse me, I've got a random hair in my nose. Benefits of having dogs. We also did Haven, which I'm not normally into anime games, but I had demoed it. I saw it on the Xbox Game Pass, and I enjoyed it. So we went ahead and did that one. The Sims 3 is another series that we did, and not as popular, but we will continue it simply because I enjoy it, and primarily that's why I am doing these videos and why I record, is because these are games that I enjoy, and therefore I'll continue them because I enjoy them. And hopefully you guys do too. I think the most comments I got so far this year were on Sim Theme Park and Roller Coaster Tycoon. If you don't count the spam comments from the bots. It's always nice. But The Sims 3, we did, let me get back to Haven real quick. We did finish Haven, and that was a very emotionally charged video, or a very emotionally charged series by the end. The Sims 3, I believe we had Derek Florgalarg and Miss Miranda. They just had their first son, Leonidas, and we'll probably get quite a bit further into that game, at least insofar as that goes. This year we'll probably, I think, get to the point where we move on to the first expansion pack that I have, which was World Adventures. Very interesting stuff. A lot of lore in there, actually. Lore, I say. Lore. We'll also continue with Ark. Survival Evolved, a game I love personally. Although I did have that one freaky thing in this year playing that, where I went into one of the caves, which, if you guys don't know, the caves are supposed to be packed full of, snakes, spiders, scorpions, what have you. And we went in there, and of course everything spawned in the walls. I asked my brother about it. He's played many more hours of Ark than I have. And that was his analysis, is that for whatever reason, everything just spawned in the walls. That's why I could occasionally hear it, but I couldn't see anything. It freaked me out a little bit. So we'll be continuing that, picking that up where we left off. Next up, we had Fallout New Vegas. Not very popular, but a game I very much enjoy, and we'll probably continue that. Partially because it's just fun to goof around. It's a game I love to goof around on. And very, very good storyline. I love Fallout for their story. And it's stories within stories within stories, and there's so much lore to be had. And now there's a YouTuber I referenced a couple different times, Oxhorn. Love his videos on Fallout, but not trying to be Oxhorn. I'm just doing the gameplay. Let's see, apart from that we had Civilization 3. That is one we will not be continuing. Mostly because it's kind of dull. It's dull even to me. So, not much enjoyment to be had. There's some fun times to be had, I guess, but mostly just dull, turn-based crap. It is what it is. What other series do we have? We had, I think our final one here was Age of Mythology, which is very another nostalgia trip for me, and I very much enjoyed Age of Mythology. So that one will be continuing. So in essence, we're discarding one. One series is ending, and that would be Civ 3. And we'll fill that in with a couple of different games, probably. And it'll just kind of depend, on what strikes my fancy throughout the recording season. But as far as that goes, yeah, we have quite a 2 new subscribers whom I don't personally know, and I love hearing from you guys. So thank you very much for joining the channel and subscribing. I enjoy having you here. Thank you for tuning in. As far as me personally, this year has been one that I'm very thankful for. I can't talk about some of the more personal details, but I had a huge sword of Damocles hanging over me for the past 3 years, and it's over. It's done. I can't use my degree in counseling up there. Well, actually, that would actually be my bachelor's degree in psychology, but I have a bachelor's in psychology, if I had never mentioned that. I also have finished my master's in counseling. I'm also a commercial pesticide. I have certification as a commercial pesticide or herbicide applicator, and I own my own business. As far as my business goes, I didn't do as well this year as last year, so I will have to take on a job to supplement income to get through the winter. Especially with the CARES Act ending, student loans will come back into effect, and everybody loves student loans. I love paying $600 a month. But it is what it is. It's a loan. You take out a loan, you got to pay it back. But it did well. Business did well enough last year. I was using a old Mercury Mountaineer as my landscaping business vehicle, and I upgraded that. That's now 1500 Ram pickup, which I love that truck. I really do. Even though I got another dang screw in the tire, I just fixed it. I got another screw in the tire, so. That's the joys of living around so many people. Everybody just throws crap out in the yard or out in the street, and I drive over it. But didn't do as well this year. This winter will be pretty busy for me. There's a bunch of different stuff I'm going to be doing. I will probably be especially as early as January, it'll be very hectic because I'll be searching out contracts and doing bids and such throughout the winter. But I'll be trying to set most of that up in January, and that way I can get done before I can get in there before anybody else, and hopefully secure enough. And who knows? I'm hoping that the company grows enough that I'll be able to. Maybe not this next year, but possibly the next year, I'll be able to start hiring people and see my business grow. For that matter, hell, to see profit for 2 years straight, it's not something I can easily complain about. most businesses lose money for the first couple of years of their operation, so I'd say I'm doing pretty dang good. And I love my customers. They're great folks. Great, 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 great folks, for the most part. But apart from that, yeah, that's more or less it for my personal update. Obviously, video format probably won't change too much, simply because I don't have a camera that I can record a face shot with. I suppose I could record with my phone, could set up my phone up on a tower or something else, and more or less have that serve as my face cam and have it up in the corner. I could do that. I might do that. But, no, apart from that, I did figure out how to, this is obviously being recorded on my phone. Itchy nose. But, when I re-downloaded Bandicam on the new computer, I actually did learn how to get game audio and the mic audio to record properly. So that'll change. And so the audio that's recorded, or the videos that are recorded on the computer, will not be, it won't sound so tinny. The audio quality was never what I liked, and hopefully that will improve with the updated version. And of course, I had quite a bit of growing pains last year due to learning. It's the first time I've done video editing. I actually switched software halfway through the season, halfway through the year. So, you do what you can, and you learn from it. A mistake is never a bad thing. Almost never a bad thing, unless you don't learn from it. If you don't learn from it, then it's entirely negative. It's always going to have a negative aspect, but if you choose to never learn from it, that's a choice. But no, apart from that, this year's treated me pretty well. Starting to go back to the gym. I don't work out as much during the year because obviously I get all the exercise I could ever need through my work, through my business. Being a one-man band is very exhausting. But, no, we're doing good. And hopefully, 2022 turns out just as well as 2021. But apart from that, thank you everybody for joining for today's video, and I appreciate you tuning in for what's essentially the personal update. Don't mind my sniffles. And I hope you continue to join me throughout this year. But anyway, thank you once again everybody for joining me for today's video. We'll still probably be updating, or uploading rather. Videos will be releasing Tuesdays and Thursdays like normal. And unfortunately, with my current internet connection speed, that's about the fastest I can upload. And I try to upload to the playlist as far ahead as I can, because it basically renders my internet completely useless while I'm uploading. Those video files are huge. But apart from that, guys, thank you once again everybody for joining me for today's video, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see where it goes this year, and once again, any comments, feedback, concerns, death threats, yeah, just leave them down in the comment section below. And of course, if you are new to the channel and you would like to see more, hit that subscribe. Heck, hit the like button. But we will see you guys in the next video. See ya.